Bill O'Brien and Pete Golden is getting fired from Alabama, and here's why. But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy back with another video, man. But before we get into all this Alabama talk, if y'all can leave a like, comment, and subscribe on this video, it helps me out a lot. It helps me keep on going, keep on pushing out these college football videos for y'all. And I hope y'all are enjoying them because I love making these types of videos. But yeah, y'all don't have to, but we're like 10 subscribers off 2K. So if y'all do, I would really appreciate it. But let me just stop all this talking. Let's just get right into it. Yes, y'all saw the title right. Bill O'Brien and Pete Golden is supposedly getting fired from Alabama after this year. And to be honest with you, I saw this coming and I'm not even surprised. I mean, for the past 3 days, I've been seeing tweet after tweet after tweet just saying Bill O'Brien and Pete Golden is the worst, the worst, offensive and defensive coordinators Alabama has ever had. I mean, I'm not an Alabama fan, so I don't really keep up with their coordinators, but I don't really believe this. I feel like there's some worse coordinators that they had, but I know for sure they're definitely not the best. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something that I do believe. Now, the offense and defensive coordinators, you have to have a good play calling. You have to be smart. You have to know what you're doing. And I do believe Bill O'Brien and Pete Golden knows what they're doing. I just feel like the players got to execute, because Bill O'Brien does have good playing calls, just some of them are just dumb. But half the time he does have really good playing calls, just that players has to execute. I feel like it's not all the players' fault, but when I say Bill O'Brien has stupid calls, just look at this. You see what Nick Saban said. He said, run the ball. Now, if y'all didn't watch this game, Alabama was up 28-23, and it was the fourth quarter. It was first down, and they had a backup quarterback in, and then they're throwing the ball when you literally have probably the best running back in college. If not, he's at least top 3, because if y'all don't know Jamar Gibbs, that's the dude that the highlights I just showed, he's in a red jersey. But he's probably one of the top 3 best running backs in college, and they're going to be throwing the ball when you know the backup quarterback cannot throw worth nothing, and you literally have the best running back. You gotta burn off that clock and run the ball. I mean, that game was just not the only game they don't really run the ball. Look at this stat right here. Alabama ranks number 3 in FBS in yards carry, but number 88 in rushing attempts per game. Now, number 88. They're not running the ball enough, I'm telling y'all. Bill O'Brien needs to get Jamar Gibbs more into the game and start running the ball, because he's literally the shiftiest running back I've ever saw in my whole life. And then you're going to keep on passing and passing. I just feel like Bill O'Brien is used to the NFL, when the NFL is normally more passing than running. But this is way different than the NFL. This is college football. I bet if Alabama ran the ball every time, they would win. Because if y'all didn't know, Bill O'Brien did have a chance to go coach at the Houston Texans, which is an NFL team if y'all didn't know. But he decided in the end he wanted to go coach with Alabama and Nick Saban. I mean, I cannot really tell y'all how many tweets I saw these past couple days on people saying that their offense and defensive coordinator just sucks. It's not the players' fault, it's their fault, and they want him fired now. And I know y'all probably sitting there, Will, this is fake news. Where'd you get this from? Well, look at this tweet from 247 Sports, which is probably the most reliable sports news we got. He said they can guarantee, 100% guarantee you staff changes are coming here. I don't expect either of their coordinators to be back next year. Which, like I said earlier, Bill O'Brien and Pete Golden is not bad coordinators. I mean, that's what I feel like. I'm not going to hate on them, because Bill O'Brien can literally call the best play in the whole wide world. And if the players don't execute, nothing's going to come good out of it. I just feel like Alabama fans are freaking out right now, because they are not used to losing. If y'all watch Alabama any of these years, they haven't lost 2 regular season games since 2010. Now, I said 2010, which that was about maybe 12 years ago. Which, check out this tweet right here I saw. He said, Bill O'Brien has one of the best college football QBs ever and doesn't know how to use him. It's absolutely criminal how bad he is at play calling. Which, again, I feel like Bill O'Brien is not the one to fault here, because, like I said, he can call the best play, which he has really good plays, but just some of them are dumb, like that one Arkansas game that I just showed y'all earlier. But like I said, the players has to execute. If the wide receivers don't run what they need to do, if the O-line don't block, if the running backs don't pick up a block or whatever, the football is a team game. If one player doesn't do their job, the whole play can get messed up. Now check out this article I saw the other day. It says, I don't really recognize Alabama right now. I think a lot of the fan base feels the same way. Everybody who has observed the program over the years feels the same way. I think the head coach there feels the same way. You may not believe that, but unlike you, he can't just bail in the middle of the year. Unlike you, he can't run to the nearest message board and fire half of his staff in the middle of the year. It's coming. A lot of changes are coming there. I don't expect either of their coordinators to be back next year. Which, like I said, I'm not an Alabama fan, so I kept up with their seasons, but I don't keep up with their coordinators. So Alabama fans, if y'all are watching this, which y'all probably are, let me know on what y'all's thoughts about y'all's defense and offensive coordinator. I mean, let me know if y'all think like they're the worst coordinators y'all ever had, or Alabama fans are just tripping and just freaking out because y'all lost 2 games in the regular season, which that ain't happened in so long. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a little story. My high school team, we was good when we had a good coach, but then he left, and then we got a new coach, and we only literally won 1 game of the season. Like, one year, we had 0 wins, and then the next season, we only won 1 game. But this is my point. If Nick Saban, Bill O'Brien, or Pete Golding came to coach there, we would have still been like 1-10 or 0-11, because at the end of the day, the players needs to execute and do their job to win games. So I just feel like it's the players' choice if they want to execute and win the games. It's not the head coaches or the coordinators' fault. But, now this is a huge but, the coordinators and the head coach, I'm not saying that they don't matter, because they do. Because if you don't got good play calling, then you're definitely not going to score. You're not going to stop them on defense. So you got to have good coordinators and a head coach to win games also. Which, that's enough to talk about that topic. But before I end this video, I want to show y'all one more thing. So Brian Kelly, LSU's head coach, was asked if Alabama was the biggest win of his career. And he said, the biggest win of my career is going to be when we win a national championship. Now, I do feel like that was Brian Kelly's biggest win of his career. But shout out to LSU and Brian Kelly, because they lost their first game to FSU, which shout out to FSU, because you already know I'm a FSU fan. But they lost their first game, and people was talking trash saying Brian Kelly's a terrible coach. LSU's going to suck this year. And they found a way to come back, and now they're a number 7th ranked team. So shout out to them, man. I think they're doing really good, and they're going to keep on going and improving. But yeah, I hope y'all boys enjoyed this video. Let me know on y'all's thoughts on all this, what I just showed y'all, because like I said, I'm not an Alabama fan. I don't know all the coordinators y'all had, but let me know if y'all think that's the worst coordinators y'all have ever had before. But yeah, I hope y'all boys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and amen, I'm out. Peace.